The last time you were here, you mentioned the bumps in the road, and there was some social media stuff that went out.
Yeah.
And I know it must have been hard for you now looking back. How was that when you had to stay quiet? You couldn't support your man in that moment because, you couldn't give away the ending.
I mean, that sucks. It's the hardest thing because I'm very protective of my loved ones. And so all I wanted to do is have his back. And I couldn't give away the ending. I could only say so much. And so I knew that we would have this moment where we could address everything and hopefully put it to bed. And his apology still stands, but it wasn't easy. It was something since right away we've had to talk about constantly and deal with. But again, he was very transparent since the very beginning about it all. And I got to know him for him and who he truly is aside from social media. And at the end of the day, that's who I fell in love with, and he is a good man.
And Garrett, how has it been for you to kind of take in the backlash? And then you said you wanted to learn and grow from this experience. How are you? How do you find yourself learning and growing now after being through something like this?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough, especially because it wasn't just affecting me, but it was affecting her and it was affecting my family. And that's the part that crushed me, is that I didn't realize the effect or the weight that a double tap or a like has on social media, and how it can offend somebody and how it can hurt their feelings. And so I realized that I just made a huge mistake, and I was so sorry. I felt so bad about it, and that's why I wanted to put out the public apology, and I still stand by it today. And just from growing and learning from that whole experience, is that I don't make that mistake again, and I am more aware of what I am liking and supporting. So, yeah.
And Becca, how was that a tough time to get through? Because I'm sure on the show you talk a little bit about your own social views and political views, but was that surprising to you, or you knew him at that point? So
yeah, I mean, it was still surprising. It was something that, we had talked about things that were really important to me, like politically, religion, all of that. So for me to see that, it of course was tough at first. And I don't condone those memes, but again, I know how bad he felt, and he did not mean to offend anyone. And so to just make sure that his point got across, where he was truly sorry, but all he wants to do is learn and grow from that, that's all I could ask for in a person. I would much rather have somebody admit mistakes when they're wrong and say, look, like, I'm not perfect, but I never want to do that again, and I want to move forward from this and hope that that sticks. So I could only ask that people would allow him the chance to do that.